Hi Scorpio. Welcome to Jenny Lynn Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for September 2020. This is a general reading, so if this does not resonate for you, please check out your other placements. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I do tarot, psychic, and medium readings. I can do individual medium and or group, and I do those live. So again, check out the description box if you'd like to have any of those done. So we're going to start with your recent past, your current energies, and your possible future. Then we'll clarify those energies with a few cards. We'll get a couple romance angel cards, see how it pertains to love. We will get a health and law of attraction card, and then we'll wrap the reading up with a message from the oracle deck from the universe. Okay, Scorpio. They're telling me to shuffle. Let's see what we've got for you. This is for Scorpio, September 2020. Okay. Let's cut the cards. Okay, Scorpio. We've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Cups reversed, and the King of Cups reversed. And then we have the Five of Wands as your overall energy. Immediately, this tells me that you're coming out of conflict with, they're telling me, family. I feel like there might have been some strife or fighting or drama when it comes to a family situation. I feel like this is a sibling, or they're saying sibling or aunt or uncle. That's very specific. But whatever that conflict is, I feel like it's going to be resolved. I don't think you have anything to worry about. They're showing me the stars. So I don't know if this is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel with this issue and understanding that no matter what, that family finds a way to work things out. And then we have the King of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Wands. So I definitely see that at some point people were having a difficult time getting past whatever this argument was. And with the King of Swords, that's somebody who has very strong, it's air energy. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy. But I feel like whoever the person was that might have caused this conflict was somebody who was coming from a place of ego instead of checking in with their heart space and looking at it from a more emotional perspective. I think this person is realizing the conflict that they created and would like to refresh, restart. So even though the Ace of Wands is in reverse, I think there was a lack of communication possibly for starting over in this situation, bringing some kind of new beginning to it. But I think you'll find that they're going to come around and realize what it was that caused the problem in this situation. If this is a relationship, I think you're dealing with somebody with a lot of masculine energy who also communicates a little bit harshly and or negatively, or from a space of ego instead of from a natural state, from their soul, from their true being. Instead, they come from a mental space and don't really think things through before they say them. So whoever this is has a pretty tough, and I'm seeing a trash can with a lid on it. So someone who just doesn't know how to communicate properly, and a lot of what they say is trash. So maybe that's a symbol for someone or a sign for someone that you don't trust the trash that comes out of that person's mouth. But I do feel like this is something that you're going to get through. I don't think it's going to be something that drags on for any length of time. So in the recent past, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups. Definitely I see that there's an ending to whatever this issue was. The Queen of Swords to me represents the person who has a strong standing in the family, who isn't going to tolerate this childish behavior, who doesn't tolerate any kind of fits or verbal outlash or just immaturity in general. And everybody's looking at it like they just need to move away from that situation and not be concerned. I do again believe it's going to turn around, and that you're not going to have to worry about whether this person's going to create more conflict. I think this Queen of Swords is definitely the one who's standing up for the rights of whoever this person may have wronged. So that could be you if you're in a relationship. You're tired of the immaturity and the threats, they're telling me, of someone constantly threatening to walk away from this relationship. If that's something that you're in, or this is someone who was in your recent past, I see you moving away from that type of energy and not tolerating it, standing up for yourself, speaking your truth, and cutting out whatever just doesn't work. You're just tired of that kind of immature energy. And then we have in the current energy, maybe you were feeling stuck at some point. You were looking, or you thought in this relationship or in this family situation, you thought it was in the center. So let's do that. You felt like you couldn't get out of this situation. You honestly believed that this was going to bring you a new beginning in love, and or let's go back to the love, because I think that's what they're focused on right now. If this was a relationship that's in the recent past, I feel like you knew that you wanted this kind of fulfillment from a relationship. You felt like maybe you were stuck, or you feel currently stuck in this relationship. And I believe maybe you have a thought that that person has too many options, and or was lying or manipulating or cheating, whatever it may be. But you're looking for a relationship that's going to overflow with love. And I think you're going to get that. I definitely see you're going to become detangled. But this is a person who believes that they're stuck, and they're actually not. They have the freedom to get out of that situation at any point. If it's not making you happy, I definitely see you have, this could speak at also that you have options to get out of that situation if you feel like you're stuck. You definitely have family members that would be willing to help out if you need to get out of that situation. And then in the near future, we have the Nine of Cups. Definitely some insecurities in this relationship. And then we have the Four of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. This person, male or female, did not see what you were offering in the relationship. It could be you, could be them. But somebody was definitely not seeing what was being offered. There was some... I believe you believed that that person was going to take you from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups, and then you encountered the energy of the King of Cups, someone who was unemotional, emotionally unavailable, same thing, wasn't exactly what you thought they were, and you don't want to be in the energy of not feeling like you're not emotionally fulfilled. Everybody wants that kind of emotional fulfillment in a relationship, and if that person can't give it to you, you're going to walk away. You're definitely going to walk away. All right, so let's get a couple cards to clarify. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, I definitely feel like you were dealing with someone who was emotionally immature. They're showing me like their head in the water instead of their head in the sand, their head in the water. They just couldn't see this relationship for what it was. But you're definitely looking like, this is not the offer I was hoping it to be. Maybe they were making some promises, and in reality, you found that they had many options. But I feel like you spoke on it. I don't feel like you held back in any way. So let's get a few cards to clarify. The Queen of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely have moved on or are walking away from this situation. Looking at your options in the future. Because you're looking for somebody who is stable, and this person wasn't stable. Definitely not stable emotionally. Okay. This is for Scorpio for September 2020. We've got the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so I definitely feel like there's going to be a victory. I feel like this person may come back in the near future, but you've already been to that place of emotional upheaval and crying and possibly exhaustion and not sleeping, and you may not even be willing to open up to this person and hear this message, but I feel like they think that they're going to have victory with you. No doubt about it. If this is someone from your past, they're also telling me if you're in a current relationship and you're concerned because you know things just haven't been going as well, maybe this confinement has been getting to your relationship, you two need to speak about it and really sit down and decide what's going to work best for you, because you both, this is a committed relationship I'm speaking about, you both want victory in this situation. You definitely want to work things out. I think if this is someone from your past, they may be coming forward to possibly say that they're sorry that they put you through these kind of feelings. They're very aware that they may have, done things that were not appropriate and may have very well hurt you quite a bit. I'm not sure, again, that you're going to be willing to hear this message. You might. I'm getting the feeling that this is not necessarily something that you want to consider, but you might hear them out and look at all the past wounds before you decide whether you could find victory with this person. Again, the immaturity and their lack of stability was something that you just couldn't deal with. I laugh every time because there's a reader that calls the Six of Swords the water Uber, and I love that. She knows who she is. She's a phenomenal reader. Okay, so let's get to your current energy with the Eight of Swords. Why does Scorpio feel stuck in this situation? Tell me why Scorpio feels stuck in this situation. You've got the Hierophant, the Six of Cups in reverse, and the High Priestess. You weren't following your intuition in this situation. I feel this might have been a marriage, and with the Six of Cups, there could have been issues around children, possibly that they had children that weren't yours. You had some intuition about the interference possibly of a child, maybe an older child was interfering in your relationship. I feel like this is definitely a spiritual connection that you have here, but something started to go awry. It just didn't feel like it was as connected as you had thought at one point. Maybe your feelings are starting to dissipate and you don't feel that sense of happy home anymore that you used to. Okay, so that's, I believe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel stuck with the Eight of Swords and the Six of Cups in reverse because of the children. And you need to make a decision with your heart and love about what would be best for those children. You definitely have a lot of decisions to make. This is all in your current energy, so this could be happening right now. So let's get a couple cards for your near future and see if we can figure out what is going to be coming for Scorpio in September 2020. And I think we'll pull a card to see what the outcome is going to be of this situation. Okay, this is for Scorpio 2020. We've got a bunch of cards falling out. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Cups. I feel like this situation is just not fulfilling to you anymore. You definitely have someone, if this is someone from your past, I feel like this person is coming towards you with a lot of fire and a lot of passion, but you don't feel like that was your Ten of Cups. You're looking for your Two of Cups happiness. You want something that's going to be fulfilling and overflowing with love. You want a new beginning in love. You'd like to keep your options open because this just wasn't something that was fulfilling. Yeah, I definitely see you moving towards a newer energy. We'll see with the Romance Angels. Let's see if we can get a card on the outcome for this. What's the outcome for this relationship? If this is a marriage, I'll ask for a card for each. If this is a marriage, a current relationship, or a past person. Let's see what they give us first. If this is a past person, it's the Queen of Pentacles. I think this is the energy that you're in. You want to focus on your stability and your money, and you're not willing to take someone who's from your past back into your life unless they can bring you that kind of stability. And yeah, that's just super, super important. So if this is I'm going to say the next one, if this is a marriage, we've got the Seven of Wands. I think there's a lot of communication that needs to happen in this relationship. I see two people sitting down on a couch, so maybe there's therapy needed. Maybe you need to seriously consider communication with a third party so that they can have a better understanding of where you're both coming from and maybe help you each understand what the other is trying to get across. And let's see, we're going to do, let's say the other one's for someone single. Your energy is the Queen of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So I feel like if you're moving towards a new person in the future, you're going to find someone who has a more balanced masculine, feminine energy, who is definitely much more nurturing to you. Both men and women need nurturing. So it doesn't matter which energy you are or gender you are. It could be that you're looking for a man with the ability to connect with his feminine energy, or you could be looking for a woman that's a little bit more nurturing, maybe someone who is willing and wanting to have children, I'm getting, and someone who's about the home life and the comfort and maybe a little bit more traditional at home in a relationship. I think that's something you may be looking for. Okay, so let's get a couple cards from the Romance Angels and we'll see what they have to say. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. Come on out. Okay, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I feel like this is for those of you who are in a committed relationship. I feel like you need to really express to this person how much you love them. And I think they need to do the same for you. I think too much time has passed where there hasn't been enough of an emotional exchange and really focusing on yourselves. If you have children, maybe you need some more time alone. You need to take the time to go out on a date, rekindle that love within the relationship. If this is somebody new coming into your life, let's get to the past person. If this is someone from the past coming back, expressing their love to you, I think you may hear what they have to say. But again, I just feel like it might be a day late and a dollar short. And then if this is somebody new, maybe it's time to open up and express how you're feeling about this and ask some questions about where they stand. I think you want some clarity around where they stand. Okay, and the other card for you is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I think in the relationship you started, if you're in a committed relationship, you started to feel as though it wasn't safe anymore to really express who you were. And maybe you've pushed down some of those emotions. And now you're feeling like you really want to express how you're feeling, what this means to you, and wanting to get that in return from your partner. If this is someone from your past, I would say that person you didn't feel like it was safe to love. I don't feel like you could express yourself freely. And if this is for your new person, I definitely believe that maybe there's been some situations in the past that you haven't healed from and you have a difficult time expressing yourself. So maybe it's time to really look within and recognize where those feelings are coming from and decide that you are good enough and you're worthy of love, and it is safe to love. It truly is. Okay, Scorpio, so let's get you a card from the Health and Law of Attraction. If you like this video and it resonated for you at any part or some, and you'd like to leave me a comment below, that would be amazing. I'd love to hear your thoughts and give me a little info on what's going on with you. And also please like, share, and subscribe, and look forward to, and hit the notification bell. That way you know when my next videos are uploaded. All right, this is for Scorpio for September 2020. We've got the law of attraction responds to the vibrations of my stories. You can accomplish change in every experience, but you have to begin to see your world differently. You have to tell the story the way you want it to be rather than like it is. When you choose the direction of your thoughts and conversations by the way they feel as you think them or speak them, then you begin to deliberately offer vibrations. You are vibrational beings, whether you know it or not, and the law of attraction is externally responding to the vibrations you are offering. So I think with this card, there's definitely, a little bit of glare. Sorry about that. I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to, there we go. That's a little bit better. I think that once you get to a place that you feel more connected, that you're definitely going to start vibrating at a higher vibration, and you're going to bring in whatever it is that you want, whether it's to close out old cycles and to move on from the past, or reconnect in this relationship, marriage, and or find a new love. I definitely feel like the better you feel, the more that's gonna, and the quicker that's gonna come towards you. All right, let's get a card from the Wisdom of Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. We'll pull your card and then I'll read the message for you. Again, if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can look in the description box below and we will set something up. I would love to connect with you guys. I definitely enjoy doing personal readings. I think they're much more beneficial. As fun as these general readings are, there's nothing better than either connecting with your past loved ones or giving you messages that are truly, truly personal to you. So I hope you will consider, and I look forward to meeting you. Okay, this is for Scorpio 2020. All right, this is the card they want. Time to go, 45. 45 reduces to a 9, which is typically about, well, I think of 9 as endings because of the numerology. The 9 is like a 9-year is wrapping things up and moving you towards a new energy. So I think what this has to say for anyone as far as a relationship is concerned, whether this is coming from the past, it's wrapping it up. If it's for a committed relationship, I believe it's letting go of past things and wrapping up whatever it was that was not working in the relationship. And then for someone new, it's wrapping up whatever old cycles you may be going through so that you are more available to the new person. Okay, so let's read this card for you. It's number 40. Oops, I think we passed it. 45. It's very hard to memorize all of these cards. Okay, time to go. Here, let me try to get that where you can see it so it doesn't have a ton of glare. Essential meaning: endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. I'm going to read the relationship message, Scorpio, because yours had a lot to do with relationships. It's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. Yeah, as we were talking about, definitely about shifting either out of the past or old energies in a current relationship, committed relationship, and for singles, closing things out so that you can start anew with fresh eyes and a fresh energy. Okay, Scorpio, that was your reading for September 2020. Thank you again for being here and watching to the end. And I will see you in the next video. Lots of love and light. Bye.